Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Another Russian massive missile attack occurred on Ukraine in May 1st, 2023. This is the third one by my calculations because the first one was from the Caspian Sea with Tupolovs. The second one was from the Black Sea, was sea to surface attack, and this is the third one again from the Caspian Sea area. I covered the general number of missiles launched, and a little bit in general I touched in a different video the destruction. Now I'm going to go deeper into providing you how many missiles, how many planes, and what was the destruction in depth. The Russians seem to have changed their tactic, strategy, not hitting the infrastructure that much, and they are focused more on destroying arms depots and clusters of people and ammunition. So let's start with this first. I featured this in the previous video, so this is just to review the data. So the Russians launched 18 missiles. The Ukrainians said that they downed 15, so there would remain 3, but the 3 of them caused a lot of damage. These were launched by the Russians using 9 Tu-95 jets from and 2 Tu-160 from the Caspian Sea. The other one was from Murmansk Oblast in Russia. So this and the Ukrainians say they destroyed 15 out of 18, so that means 3. Now let's see what the 3 did. On the other hand, it said that the air defense forces destroy all Russian missiles and drones over Kiev, so 0 in Kiev. So if you hear that anything happened in Kiev, it was not the Russians, according to Ukrainians. Next one. Now this is Russian attack caused significant damage to power grid infrastructure in 2 regions. Remember, 3 missiles caused in 2 regions a lot of damage, and it's not all. Let's see what these guys are saying. The Ministry of Energy of Ukraine has stated that the attacks by the occupier have caused significant damage to the power grid infrastructure in Dnipropetrovsk and Kherson Oblast. Let's see what those guys are. Dnipropetrovsk right here, Kherson is right here. They came from this area. So I had here another one. So they came from Caspian Sea area, and they destroyed Dnipropetrovsk right here, Dnipro right here, and Kherson down here. These 2, and they also hit down here by Kiev and Kiev. Nothing happened in Kiev because, as they said, they destroyed everything. So Kiev, Zhytomyr, we're going to touch on this one in the next article that I have here. Kherson and Dnipropetrovsk. So it's one that was hit second, third with 3 missiles because Kiev was unsuccessful, correct? We're going to find out in Zhytomyr we have another problem. So they succeeded, the Russians. So that must be 1 missile. In Kherson, another missile. And then in Dnipropetrovsk, another missile, according to them. Remember, right here. So occupiers caused significant damage to the power grid infrastructure in Dnipropetrovsk and Kherson Oblast. At least 2 missiles out of 18, they downed 15. Okay, liar, pants on fire. Quote, the enemy launched another large-scale attack on Ukraine on the evening of 30th of April and the 9th of the 30th April and May. First, no damage to power generating facilities was detected. However, there was significant damage to distribution networks. As a result, some consumers in the city of Dnipro and Dnipropetrovsk Oblast were cut off from the power grid. So that was a successful hit, let's put it this way. The situation with power supply in Kherson Oblast has also become more complicated, with more than 11,000 customers in Kherson and 7,100 in a region without power because of the attacks. So as of now, success here in Kherson, success here in Dnipropetrovsk. And we have another successful in Zhytomyr right here in this article. Industrial facility hit in Zhytomyr region during nighttime attack. So it's 3 missiles, correct? 3 missiles out of 18 hit their targets, 100%. Do you believe that? I don't believe in this 15 anymore at all, I would say. And I don't also believe in this, all Russian missiles. But hey, people lie all the time, so let's get going. However, there was significant damage to distribution networks. I got that one. Details. The ministry has added it is going to take several days to fully repair the facilities. Halushchenko has noted that power engineers are working to restore power supply around the clock. In particular, over the past day, more than 7,000 customers in Donetsk Oblast and 3,000 in Sumy Oblast have been supplied with power. Very good. Glad to hear that. Move on. Ram pam pam. Ukrinform. This is again from Monday, 1st of May. Today. Industrial facility hit in Zhytomyr region during nighttime attack. Zhytomyr is right here by Kiev, west of Kiev. So Zhytomyr is the city here, but the Oblast, the town is the Oblast, I'm guessing that's how it's right here. So somehow they managed to hit this one, but Kiev was protected by the Patriot or whatever. And remember, everything was destroyed here, but not here. So it was not in Zhytomyr, right here, not here in Kherson, not here in Dnipropetrovsk, only in Kiev, all of them. Okay, let's move on. In Zhytomyr region, an explosion occurred near one of the industrial facilities during an air raid alert on the night of May 1st. The Zhytomyr Regional Military Administration confirmed this to an Ukrinform correspondent. And I'm quoting, at the end of the air raid alert, there really was a strike near an industrial facility in the region, end quote, the regional administration said. They added that experts are investigating what exactly caused the blow. I can tell you, don't bring the experts. It was a Russian missile. The air raid alert in the region lasted from 3:42 a.m. to 6:32 a.m. As reported by Ukrinform, Russian troops attacked Ukraine from strategic aircraft last night, firing 18 cruise missiles from 11 aircraft right here, Tu-95 and 160. Ram pam pam, right here. It was 9 Tu-95 and 2 Tu-160. 18 cruise missiles launched. So take it however you want, and you can believe these guys that nothing penetrated Kiev. So send us more Patriot, because see, they work. We asked for so long. You know what I mean? So this how should I put it? The damage caused by the Russian missiles in the previous two attacks on, I would say, massive attacks on Ukraine. The first one was again from the Caspian Sea with the Tu-95s again, and there were 23 out of 21, 23 launched, 21 destroyed again by the Ukrainians. But again, there were damages in more than two cities. So I don't know, those two missiles were like the magic bullet of JFK when there came back, hit here again, hit there again, something like that. Ram pam pam. Oh, if you want some piano, we can play that one. Anyway, so that was then 3 days ago. Then the next day was the attack from the sea to land, which was from the Black Sea. They sent some little cruise missiles into some, I think it was a depot. It was blown up, and then they'd blown up a military garrison, I think, where they gathered the troops to send them in the front line for the counteroffensive. So they kind of changed. Yes, they hit the infrastructure over there, which it seems a little bit odd, because I wouldn't think that at this time of year they would still hit those things, but because the Russians are evil and they don't know what they're doing, somehow their missiles are still working and they destroy whatever moves, or doesn't, in this case, the facilities. So this is a little bit more information on how many missiles, how many airplanes or jets, bombers, how we want to call them, what targets were hit, what were successful. We find out that Kiev now is impenetrable, so you can't at all. It's got a chastity belt. You can't do anything about it. Chastity, you call it? Or chastity? You know what I mean. You know, in the medieval times. Anyway, so here it is, my friends. Another missile attack. I think that from now on the Russians will do not the monthly attack like they used to in the past 6 months or so, 7 months, from October 8th, 9th, until now. I think they want to start doing, as I said in the previous video, every 5 days, every 2 weeks. So they will alternate, and they will, I think, focus on arms supplies from the West. All right, that's it. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.